The cars we have tested this opportunity for the Safer Cars for Africa Global NCAP project is the Mazda 2 made in Thailand, 2 airbags as standard, and the Nissan Almera, 2 airbags as standard made in India. The summary of vehicles we're going to be publishing in this opportunity is the Mazda 2, 2 airbags as standard, made in Thailand, and the Nissan Almera, made in India, 2 airbags as standard. Let's go first to the result of the Mazda 2 with 2 airbags as standard. That car achieved 4 stars for adults and 3 stars for child occupant protection. We see the coloring of the dummies standing between good and adequate protection, which is really good. The car. We're watching now the video on real speed, and now we're going to watch the slow motion, the high-speed cameras, stable structure for this car, and also a little bit of footwell rupture on the car. Restraint system worked pretty well overall, but we noticed that the backrest of the driver's seat, we're going to see it from the inside now in a few seconds, unfortunately didn't perform as expected, so it moved forward and pushed the driver further into the airbag, and then when it went back it actually contacted the child dummy or affected the child dummy on the way back. The child occupants were installed using the ISOFIX anchorages, which is a standard feature of this car. Here we're watching the backrest, and we see up front and then going backwards where the head of the child dummy has had contact with that. So 3-year-old dummies should be placed rearward facing in order to get better points for the child occupant protection and prevent these backrest movements. We're now diving into the Nissan Almera 2 airbags, 3 stars for the adults and 3 stars for the child occupant protection. We're watching now the coloring of the dummies, not very brilliant. We have seen a red part, a red knee area, not desirable in the margin of the chest protection. Normal speed test or normal speed cameras, and we are now watching the higher speed cameras in slow motion. This car showed an unstable structure. Also the footwell area was rated as unstable as well. The restraint system prevented the serious injuries, but still the protection is not the best one for the adults. In this car we had a seat detachment from the driver's side. You will see it now from the inside in a few seconds. The car is using the ISOFIX anchorages for the child occupant protection and child seats, which is good. Child protection in general is good. If the 3-year-old would have been rearward facing, that would have been much better. But now watching from the driver's side, you see the backrest, how it tilts. Actually, basically the seat detaches from the rails. Now we see it once again from the inside. This is clearly not desirable and actually making lose points to the car. So as a summary of the results of this first round of this new phase of testing is the Mazda 2 with 4 stars and 3 stars with the detachment, the problem in the backrest and of the driver, and then Nissan Almera 3 stars for adults and 3 stars for child occupant protection, also with the attachment of the driver's seat. Both cases absolutely not desirable and should be improved. It's not the first time it happens to Mazda. The Mazda 2, it was tested in the past in other NCAPs, and they have seen also the same performance. This is something that should be addressed and should be improved and prevented for the next time. Child occupant in general went well, with the exemption of the Mazda 2 and the movement of the backrest of the driver's seat. Using the ISOFIX anchorages is good, but we also recommend the manufacturers to try to stick to the, latest recommendation in child occupant protection, which is keeping the children rearward facing as much as possible or as long as possible. In the case of the 3-year-old, they should have been placed rearward facing. That would be it for this publication. Thank you very much. Until next time.